I have been working on getting in alignment the past few months, meaning focusing on meditating, shifting, and following the steps from your program. Just working on feeling better. At the same time, I've been putting off a lot of important tasks because I'm waiting to feel inspired. To be more specific, I bought a condo recently, a few months ago, and I haven't moved in yet because I want to wait to feel inspired and ready to move in. If that makes sense, is that correct? Talk to me about inspired action. I don't want to force myself to do anything because I feel like I have to. At the same time, I know I can't also wait for the sign to come from the sky telling me it's time to move in. When it comes to spirituality, I struggle with knowing when to take inspired action. Confused here. Thank you, Gavin. You are such a lovely soul. Well, thank you for whoever wrote that question. I really appreciate you. Very, very powerful question. We're dealing with the masculine and feminine dynamic. Should I, just move in and make stuff happen, or should I wait to be inspired to move in? You don't want to kind of destroy the energy of the new condo that you're moving into. You want it to be an inspired environment where you get stuff done, be productive. You don't want to bring the old self, the old you into the new apartment, the old energy. Well, I want you to invite you to realize that even believing that in itself is blocking you from being inspired in the first place. Waiting for the right moment, waiting for the right energy to come through you. And I understand what you're saying when it comes to inspired energy. Oftentimes we hardly get, you can get inspired right now by listening to a certain music. But I think you're looking for the type of inspired, like it's peak experience, a peak excitement, and it's almost like you're just falling in love. Do you know what I mean? And I wouldn't wait until that moment. I think for you, it's about building momentum first, right? Starting to take action on what it is that you need to take action on, and going in with the intention that understanding that inspire or motivation dies. Right, it doesn't last. It's not consistent. Right? When you feel motivated or when you feel inspired, that is something that decreases over time. And I'm sure you've experienced this, where you buy a new condo, you feel all excited to begin with, and then it dips down. Or you buy a new car, it feels exciting in the beginning, and then it dips down. You buy the new iPhone, and it dips down over time. It just feels normal, right? Or, for example, you write your New Year's resolutions. You create a new goal, you get excited in the beginning, and then it fades down. The motivation and inspiration fades down. And so what we've got to understand is motivation and inspiration is fleeting. It's not something that's consistent. All right. And so you're probably wondering, okay, why do I get up every morning and get stuff done and be productive and stuff like this? It's more of emotion of passion and meaning. All right. Meaning and passion is what gets you to take action, right? It's coming from a different space. So whilst I can get excited or be inspired a certain day, right, and take action, for majority, what's consistent, what's the thing that gets me going over a long period of time, the thing that keeps me burning like coal, is passion, right? Is passion, meaning. What is the meaning behind what you are doing? Okay, so if you got a project, or I don't think you said there was a project or anything like that, but whatever it is that you're working towards, right, whatever it is that you're creating, you need to create passion behind it. You need to have meaning, right? My meaning in life is I want to raise the vibration of the planet. My meaning is life is I don't want to let God down. My meaning in life is I want to graduate. I don't want to keep on coming back here and healing my karmic past or whatever it is, right? I want to graduate to the next level. I want to go into the 5D, transcend this reality. I want to come here and do what I'm supposed to do. Now, I've been inspired, right, by a multitude of different things through teachers like Tony Robbins and David Goggins, or just going to doing ayahuasca retreats, right? And learning from other ayahuasca, because I know through ayahuasca there's more to this reality, and it helped me understand things like how trauma and hardship and challenging past is actually passed on over from generation to generation to generation. It showed me literally through visuals how trauma is passed over through the DNA. Okay, so when someone, for example, from the Holocaust or the black community, for example, who've been through slavery, say like they're still feeling pain now, this is an actual thing, right? And we carry this energy, and lo and behold, when I went to that retreat, I actually purged a lot of the energy that was within me, that was pressed upon me. And so what we got to understand is that when it comes to meaning and your why and passion, that is what's gonna go long term. So if I get a lighter, or not a lighter, what's it called, a matchstick, right? We know we put the matchstick, and then if you leave it on for a while, it's just gonna burn out, it's gonna fizzle out, right? It doesn't last long. It's just like with food, when carbohydrates are a little bit more of a short-term kind of energy, short-term fuel, especially things like sugar, or if you're drinking caffeine, it's a short-term burst of energy, right? And then it dies out over time. This is the hamster wheel of success when it comes to taking action and being inspired. Inspiration and motivation, it burns out quickly, all right? It doesn't last. Whereas passion and a why and meaning, that is coal. Coal burns long term, right? It stays heated long term. And so with food, that can be the fats. You can get energy from your fats, right? Healthy fats. And so these are slow burning, right? So that's what we've got to understand about taking action and things like this. And so really what I'm seeing here is you're wanting to go in with the idea of having this quick burst of inspiration, when in actuality that's something that doesn't last, all right? And inspiration is usually coming from something internal that's making you feel a certain way internally. Inspiration is within, all right? And so usually for me, I'll see something externally, or I'll get a download, right? And I feel inspired to go and do it. But it's not something that happens often. Very rarely does that happen. And if you live life that way, you'll lose your couch, right? You'll lose your house. And so we want to figure out ways to have that daily, consistent meaning, passion. Daily, consistent passion over time leads to success. Okay, now when I say daily, I don't work every single day. I take days off, I take breaks, I relax, I have fun, all of this stuff. Just yesterday I went skating. And so, you want to understand that, even me going skating yesterday, like having rest actually builds momentum, builds motivation, the stuff that you're talking about, because you just want to have more fun. Okay, so this is a little bit of a complicated topic, but from what I'm seeing from your question is you want to change your concept of inspiration and shift it more to how can I develop consistent long-term passion. Hey beloved, this clip was taken from the Alchemy Coaching Program, where I keep people accountable in achieving their goals, achieving their dreams, and shifting their reality. If you feel like you need support and you want to transform your life, you want to manifest those desires in money, health, wealth, and abundance, financial freedom, making the business successful, then click the link in the description to get the Manifestation Accountability Coaching Consultation. I'm looking forward to welcoming you to the tribe and transforming your life.